Hey there, pirates. Welcome aboard the Anime No Me channel. Many years ago, at the top of the world, there was a man named Gol D. Roger. He was known as the Pirate King. With his crew, he sailed across every sea, uncovered mysteries, amassed immeasurable riches, and discovered the darkest secrets of history. Before his execution, Roger declared to the world that he had left all his treasure, the legendary One Piece, somewhere in the world. This single act ignited the spirit of adventure in every corner of the planet, marking the beginning of the great pirate era. I hope for your support to help our crew win, and to do so, you just need to click the thumbs up button, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel. By doing this, you will win an incredible devil fruit, so just comment which fruit you want. Years later, a free-spirited boy named Monkey D. Luffy was born. Raised by his grandfather, a vice admiral of the Navy, and influenced by a red-haired pirate named Shanks, Luffy had a dream: to become the king of the pirates. One day, by accident, Luffy ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi, a devil fruit that made his body as elastic as rubber, but in exchange, he lost the ability to swim. With his straw hat, a gift from Shanks, and a smile on his face, Luffy set out to sea. Alone in a tiny boat, he began gathering his crew, each with their own dream. First, Roronoa Zoro, the pirate hunter who wants to become the greatest swordsman in the world. Then, Nami, the thief who dreams of drawing a map of the entire world. Usopp, the brave liar who wants to become a fearless warrior of the sea. Sanji, the flirtatious cook searching for the All Blue, a legendary sea where all the fish in the world can be found. Together, they face challenges in every corner of the East Blue. They defeat villains like Buggy, Don Krieg, and the Cruel Arlong. They liberate oppressed villages, clash with the Navy, and gain recognition. Luffy becomes a wanted pirate. The symbol of his dream now appears on wanted posters with a bounty on his head. They set sail for the Grand Line, the most dangerous and mysterious sea in the world, where anything can happen. There, they face increasingly powerful enemies and situations that test not only their skills but also their ideals. In Alabasta, a desert kingdom on the verge of civil war, Luffy meets Vivi, a princess infiltrating a criminal organization called Baroque Works. This organization is led by none other than Crocodile, one of the 7 warlords of the sea pirates, so dangerous that they made deals with the world government itself. Luffy fights Crocodile 3 times. Even poisoned, beaten, and doubted, he rises again. In the end, with a punch filled with water and conviction, he defeats Crocodile and saves the kingdom. Vivi, with tears in her eyes, decides to stay and protect her people, but her friendship with the Straw Hats will never be forgotten. It's during this journey that Nico Robin, the archaeologist who served Baroque Works, joins the crew. Mysterious and scarred by a painful past, Robin seeks the truth behind the poneglyphs' ancient stones that hide the world's forbidden history. Next, the crew reaches the Sky Island, Skypia. There, they face Enel, the self-proclaimed god of thunder, who wishes to destroy everything with his absolute lightning. But lightning doesn't affect rubber. Luffy defeats him, and for the first time in centuries, the sky knows peace. Roger's message, hidden in the golden bell of Shandora, echoes throughout the world. We will reach it. They continue to Water 7, the city of shipwrights. Here, Robin disappears, forced to betray the crew out of fear from her past. Luffy won't accept it. He challenges the world government itself to rescue her. In Eni's lobby, after a powerful declaration, "I want to live," Robin is saved. And Luffy, in a legendary moment, orders Sogeking to burn the world government's flag, declaring war on the world for the sake of his friends. Frankie, the cyborg shipwright who helped in the mission, joins the crew. He builds the Thousand Sunny, a new ship to carry their dreams forward. The Going Merry says goodbye amidst tears, with a "thank you for letting me travel with you." In Thriller Bark, they face zombies, stolen shadows, and the warlord Gecko Moria. It's here that Brook, a talking skeleton, joins the team. He's a musician who died waiting for his friend, a whale named Laboon. Luffy promises to take him to her. Zoro once again proves his loyalty. After Luffy collapses from exhaustion, Bartholomew Kuma arrives to capture him. Zoro offers to take on all of Luffy's pain and injuries. When Sanji finds him, Zoro simply says, "Nothing happened," a silent hero. At the Sabaody archipelago, the world changes. The crew encounters the celestial dragons, slavery, and the brutality of the world government. After Luffy punches a noble, the admirals are summoned. Here, they meet Silver's Rayleigh, former first mate of Goldie Roger, who begins to reveal the secrets of the world. But the calm ends. Bartholomew Kuma appears again and makes the Straw Hats disappear one by one. Luffy screams, cries, and despairs. He can't protect anyone. The world descends into chaos. chaos. His brother, Ace, is imprisoned. Luffy invades Impel Down to rescue him, facing the world's most secure prison, allies and enemies of all kinds. But it's too late. At Marineford, the greatest war of the era begins. Whitebeard, one of the 4 emperors, arrives to rescue Ace. So does Luffy. After intense battles, Ace is freed. But while protecting his brother from a fatal blow, he dies in Luffy's arms. Luffy's scream of pain echoes louder than any explosion. Whitebeard dies soon after, but before falling, he declares, "The One Piece exists! The world will never be the same." Devastated, Luffy is saved by his allies. In silence, he decides to train for 2 years with Rayleigh. Before that, he sends a message to his crew. "Not now. Let's meet again in 2 years." After this time skip, everyone reunites stronger than ever. With the Thousand Sunny ready and Jinbe, the honorable Fishman, as their new ally, the crew returns more determined than ever. On Fishman Island, Luffy defeats Hody Jones and discovers that Princess Shirahoshi is a living ancient weapon, Poseidon. Soon after, he allies with Trafalgar Law to take down Kaido, another emperor. This leads them to Punk Hazard, where they face experiments, kidnapped children, and a cruel enemy, Caesar Clown. In Dressrosa, they confront Doflamingo, who rules the kingdom as a tyrant. It is here that Luffy uses his Gear 4 for the first time, transforming into a colossal rubber warrior. Doflamingo falls, and with his fall, a new legend begins. Luffy is now the leader of a fleet of thousands of pirates. In Zoo, they discover that Sanji has been captured to marry Big Mom's daughter. Luffy invades Whole Cake Island. He faces Katakuri, Big Mom's right-hand man, in one of the most intense battles in the series. Sanji is rescued. Jinbei officially joins the crew. The promise of defeating the Yonko becomes real. And in Wano, an isolated country dominated by tyranny and pain, a place where smiling is literally prohibited. Children are forced to eat fake fruits that make them laugh endlessly, even though they are crying inside. Wano is in the hands of Kaido, the strongest being in the world, known as the creature that no one can kill, a monster who rules as an emperor alongside Orochi, a manipulative and cruel shogun. Kaido exploits the people, turns samurais into slaves, destroys forests, rivers, and wipes out the hope of the Kozuki homeland. Luffy does not fight for revenge. He does not fight for conquest. He fights for Wano, for the people, for freedom. And this will makes him awaken Gear 5, which makes Luffy the freest man in the world. Because when he hears someone cry out for help, he moves. And in the end, he wins. With a punch so gigantic that it seems to touch the sky, Luffy defeats Kaido, sinking him into the lava-filled underground of Wano. The tyrant falls. The false shogun is destroyed. And the true heir, Momonosuke, takes the place of his father, Kozuki Oden. Wano is freed. After the victory in Wano, the Straw Hats set sail once again, now with a massive bounty on their backs and the title of Emperors of the Sea. But while the world was still digesting the fall of 2 Yonko, a new chapter in history began to be written. Fate led them to Egghead, the so-called Island of the Future. Upon arriving at Egghead, Luffy and his group split up. Nami, Frankie, Usopp, Sanji, and Robin explore the island. Luffy, Chopper, Jinbe, and Bonnie, who reveals that Vegapunk was involved with her father. Bartholomew Kuma, the former Shichibukai, and now a cyborg enslaved by the world government. But before that, a new enemy is on the move. The world government sends the Seraphim Kizaru, the Light Admiral. Saturn, one of the Gorosei, the 5 men who rule the world. For the first time, one of them moves personally. The mission is clear. Kill Vegapunk. The island is closed. Communications are cut off. A buster call is imminent. Giant cyborgs, Seraphim, armed scientists, and battalions of Marines invade Egghead. The war begins. And then, Vegapunk, with his last strength, transmits to the world the message the government tried to hide for 800 years. He talks about the lost century, the ancient kingdom, about Imsama, the figure behind it all. The transmission is interrupted, but the damage is done. The world is in panic. The final war is forming. Every nation, every faction, every pirate, and every soldier now understands. The true enemy is not the Yonko. It is the world government, and Luffy is at the center of the storm. He not only challenged an emperor, now he is facing the gods themselves. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.